So what are we doing today? Don't have much going on that time of year where you get fill-in work here and there and get scared to take on big projects because, well, weather. So anyway, today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace that guy right there. I got a brand new whole entire assembly I'm gonna throw on it. I know some people just say, hey, why don't you just replace the solenoid? And it's like, well, when I do something I go big. So I'm gonna replace that entire thing. You see if that helps with the no glow plug situation on this. If that doesn't help, then it looks like I'm going to be looking for a shop to take half the engine apart in and put glow plugs on it. If that doesn't work, then I'm sure there's something or another somewhere that I'm missing that I'm going to have to go after. So I'm going to do that today. Fun stuff. What am I going to need? Going to need some sort of socket. What is that, 7/16-ish? Okay, go dig around inside the garage and see if I can't find my socket set.
$31 later, I got what I need. Let's see, now I gotta just get it out of the package here. I was hoping I was supposed to do that. Aha! No, y'all can't see it, but I'm making great advances over here. Okay. Alright. I need... Now, something tells me if I was smart, I would disconnect the battery. And there's juice flowing through those. At least there might be. Do. Nice to see that the batteries aren't secured down. Always fighting. I don't even think these are the right size batteries for this truck. Okay, so now we got to find an extension. That's nice. Thing wasn't even hardly secured down. Huh. goes in my pocket. Just in case. That comes off like that. If I'm lucky, that's a half of an inch. That's there's a thing I do holding it all together. The frick. Yeah, I hope I don't need that. Oh, you're kidding me. Can't ever be easy, ladies and gentlemen. It can't ever be easy. Oh, wind's quit blowing. It's hotter than heck out here. Who the hell thinks it's a good idea to make that part of the valve cover bolt? Here. Of course not. Never easy. Got to be freaking kidding me. Let's go like this. Go like... Some Ford engineer obviously did not think that one through. Now, I'm going to try to take this long ass wrench. Crisis averted. Oh, it's getting a little soft. Okay, so now get that. And put some there. I learned from a really good buddy of mine. Take pictures of everything before you take it apart. Before you get too committed. This is a small one. I hate barking dogs. I never told anybody that. There's that one up there. Might have should have left a bolt in that to hold it. Okay, that's not going to where'd that wrench go? Actually, better than that wrench. Where'd that? I know, y'all can't see crap. There just ain't very much room in here to be putting you, though. That's a way small one. I don't know what size that is. Do I have a size here on my newly procured set? I think I do. There it is. The old one. Yeah, they look about the same. Holy crap. Throwing crap all over the place here. Hey, okay, so, now. If I remember correctly, this goes in here like this, right here. And we're going to do this around right here. And we're going to put the bolt back in it. Hold it all together, we'll tighten all this crap up. Maybe. Hold on. Hold that thought. We got to plug that thing right there in. That thing there and that other thing there. Looks like there might be a little bit of a hoot and holler bad time to get together after this is all put together here. So, you have to do half this crap freaking blind. So much in the way that I probably should have took off first, but I'm trying to do this in a hurry. I got a pinky that don't work right. That will click. And this here goes onto that there. I need this nut here. Does every dog in the neighborhood have to be barking today? you want to go just snug. You don't need to go getting all wild and crazy. I don't know why a lot of guys think you gotta get wild and crazy on stuff. You just gotta go just snug on a lot of this stuff. Okay, so that. Let's do that there. Okay, so this here. At least it's working. Big around back here and find the other hole.
Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Yep, I'm in. So, which size was it? Was that this size? It was. No, it wasn't. It was 7/16, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 7/16. What do I do with my brand new 7/16? What in tarnation? Tarnation was I took it off, put it in my coat pocket, and then I took my coat off. That's what in tarnation. Those two there go down there, and that one can hang out here. This is the animal I require at this moment. Hey, yep. Oh yeah, so much better. All right, so now we're gonna go like this right here. Snug. Snug. Okay, so now this one is on here. And it's an itty bitty little filler. Take this one on here off. I hope this is the problem. I really do not want to have to look into trying to put glow plugs on this thing. I'd really just like not to. Yeah, I know I could have tested it, but what I'm finding with this truck is that the guy said he did a lot of work to it. But in the case of the motor, what I'm finding is that that work involved a rattle can of paint to make it look nice. You know, the guy swore up and down it needed a brake job because the brakes were spongy-eared and shit. Well, it needs a vacuum pump. It doesn't need a brake job. The vacuum pump is toast. Now, the thing of it is, I've already ran this truck once today, so she's warmed up, so I know she'll start. The real test to see if the solution was the solution is going to come tomorrow morning when I walk out here and try to fire it up to go do nothing with it. And I remember I was kind of moaning and groaning about selling it. Well, we decided not to sell it. It's the enemy, I know. Okay. Clean up all the tools, hook the batteries back up, see what happens.
How's it going?
It's going. I got the new one on, so we will have to do a dry run here to see if it actually, see what it does, but I think I'm gonna have to wait till the morning to see if that fixed it or not. Yeah. Yep. When it's good and chilly out. What are you doing? Check to see if there's eggs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna get chickens, you better eat a lot of eggs. We have chickens. We don't eat much for eggs, or so it seems. And yeah, I'm not gonna go saying that it's a problem, but we have a lot of eggs. Now, the problem stems from everybody else in this area also has chickens. They all have a lot of eggs. So, what I'm getting at, if you think that you need to get chickens and you're going to try and sell eggs, make sure you live in a community that where everybody doesn't have chickens. Otherwise, you'll have more eggs than you know what to do with, and you will have no way of getting rid of them.
Is Randy right there?
No, she's up there.
Gosh, she moves fast.
Why? What are you looking for?
I was going to see if she ran the dishwasher last night.
Oh. Yeah, she's already...
Girl don't gather no dust, does she?
Nope. Okay. Do our quick ABC walkthrough here. Make sure I got everything. Chima! Got that hooked up, got that hooked up, got that hooked up, got that plugged in. Got the batteries put back on. I think we're ready for a dry run. Oh yeah. Okay, so we didn't get anything for time out of it the last few times, so that didn't. Okay, so that was not the problem. Okay, so after some research, I'm gonna be very honest with you. If you're gonna own a truck like this that's older, you need to get a book like this. It's a technical book. This does GM and Ford diesels. It does the 7.3 IDI, 7.3 Power Stroke, 6.9, and GM motors. And it literally tells you everything you need to know about working on the engine. So I initially did the test thinking it was just the relay controller here, up here, because that's usually when it does what it's doing, that's usually the culprit. And in this case, that was not the culprit. One of the things I did find, though, if you look right here, that's the wiring harness for the glow plugs, and it's supposed to have a little yellow thing like that right there on it. That little yellow thing is so so old and fragile that it literally disintegrated when I touched it. I couldn't even get the glow plug off the glow plug. So now what I'm thinking is it's not the controller that's all the problem, and it's not the glow plugs that's all the problem. I think that the glow plug wiring harness is toast. So I'm gonna have to order a new one of them to get this thing to start right. Until then, though, it's plug it in when I want to use it, and don't let it sit anywhere for a long period of time, or you can't get jump started. So the guy I bought it from, he said it was all rebuilt and all that. Everything was brand new. 50,000 miles doesn't do that. So his idea rebuilt was rattle can a motor that he swapped into it out of a lower mile truck. He gave it a Krylon overhaul. So that's good to know. We're gonna rebuild the motor anyway. I know some people say drop a Cummins in it, but if I wanted a Cummins, I'd get a Dodge. Plain and simple. Although, you know, it wouldn't be that bad of a deal. I mean, if you had to really put a lot of money into the motor. Ah, Jesus, this thing always fights. Stay. You had to put a lot of money into the motor, and you could get a good 12 valve with a P pump to throw in it. That'd be pretty cool. That'd work out pretty good. It'd be a towing son of a gun at that point. The 7.3 IDI is a good motor. It's just, it's not going to get you anywhere in a hurry. But tuned up right, they can perform just as good as that thing. So that was kind of the general, what I was wanting to do with it when I bought it. As I said earlier, I've always wanted a crew cab 7.3 IDI, just because it's the monster I know. And I know how to work on them pretty good. The power strokes get a little bit more complicated when they get up into the higher mileage, unless you know, higher mileage power strokes in this vintage, unless you get it from a guy that really knew how to take care of it, the chances are that you're going to be putting a lot of money into it. So this truck's got 197,000 miles on the chassis, and supposedly it's only got 90-some thousand on the motor. He told me that he rebuilt the motor, but I don't think he rebuilt the motor. I think that he rattle canned it and threw it in there, and then, you know, threw glow plugs and all that other kind of crap on it and called it macaroni. So I did locate a complete interior for it the other day, but the guy wanted $1,000 for a back seat and front seats. And the front seats weren't in very good shape. They were kind of molested. The back seat looked like it was decent, but the front seat was like, no. So I found another set of front seats for it, and that guy wanted $650. So it's like, I guess I'm gonna be spending about $1,000 on an interior no matter which way I want to go. And then I gotta figure out something to do about the bed. Get rid of this mess. I really want to drop a Bradford built flatbed on it. I really do. Filling this thing up with fuel is a bear, because, you know, you look at this right here, you gotta monkey with that to get it out, and then the front tank is down underneath there, and neither one of them vent right, so when they're full they blow diesel out all over the place. You see the tail light, as always. And this is a flatbed off of a dually. I gotta do an exhaust on it too. This is a flatbed off of a dually, I think. Or it's a flatbed off of a totally different pickup, because it doesn't fit on the truck right. It's wider, way wider than the truck. And I was looking it over. I mean, even with the duals on it, you know, the duals are gonna stick out a little wider on this thing than what the bed can cover. So we've talked about putting the duals on it. I got all the stuff over here to do it. There's the converters. You throw those guys on, and then it puts the spacing right to where you can throw the duals on it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 tires, but one of them is different. It's that one. That's a 215 85R16, and these are 235s. They got 2 Wild Countries, a Saloon. I don't know. It's a bunch of mix crap on some crappy rims. So I've been thinking about putting the duals on it and running it as a dually. We're talking about opening up another branch of the business that services, does more livestock and agricultural services, like hauling hay, selling hay, brokering hay, doing fences, rebuilding fences, you know, kind of something a little bit more geared towards agricultural needs. And you know, we're wanting to run our own cattle here pretty soon too, so we're kind of, the thought is that truck's going to turn into being the agricultural rig. You tune her up?
Yeah.
That was BS.
She don't like that pink, I think. Funny thing to say, but I don't think she likes the pink. She never threw a fit with the dark blue blanket. It might be the brightness.
Kicking up in the air and kicking at you, though. That was BS.
That's where I was like, yeah, you're gonna run.
So, anywho, what do you think, honey?
What?
About the truck?
I don't know. Whatever you want to do. That's your choice.
No.
You keep changing your mind. You're not sure what you want to do either.
I don't know. It's the enemy I know. I'd much rather just try and keep it. Get rid of the plow and keep it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right bed for it, though.
Probably not.
I don't think so, because if you look at the duals, when you throw the duals on it, the duals would be sticking out past it. I think. I don't know. Okay. Go inside and see how much a wiring harness is going to cost.